Let's go to Brother Ray.
Hey, Brother Egberto, you were spitting hot fire this morning. I really was enjoying the preaching, because basically you don't say anything that's, untrue. And you know what's sad about the mainstream media? People like for instance, somebody I looked up to at one point was Stephen A. Smith. But Stephen A. Smith identifies more, even though he says he votes Democrat, he identifies as an independent, but he said he identifies with some conservative values, and he regretted at some point even voting for a Democrat because of the woke crap that they put on and all of that. And, he talks like somebody that is basically, going the way of Joe Scarborough, saying, let's give conservatives a chance, but I know because he's a mainstream sportscaster, that's where a lot of his bread is buttered. And I just feel like it's disgusting. He had actually Jennifer Lewis was on his show, and she told everybody what she really felt. Now, if I had to share my sentiments on the matter of what's going on, Sister Jennifer Lewis, America's auntie, she said it. She hit all the nails on the head. That's my sentiment is.
And let me tell you about Smith. I sent him a tweet the other day because what he said was simply ridiculous. This woke thing. Let me tell you. Anytime I hear somebody said it's something they pushing this woke thing, I see a feeble mind, because it's amazing how they have allowed woke to seep into the mind as something negative. It's the same thing they did with the word liberal. They turn liberal into something negative when it is something positive. They try to turn woke into something negative when it's something positive. They turn DEI into something negative when it is something positive. That is how they function, and anybody who falls for it is feeble-minded. Because what happens is, you can see the good that comes out of wokeness. Simply means I'm awakened to things and how they affect humanity, how they affect people. I am awoke. There's nothing ever wrong with being awoken. And those that fall into the redefinition of these words, like I said, feeble-minded. And I say that with respect, but feeble-minded. You have to be able to stand up for values. And once you get off of that, feeble-minded. Let's go to Brother Bruce. Come on in, Bruce.
Yeah, Egberto, good morning. I want to address the caller that talked about Stephen A. Smith and woke. As a child, and I'm 70 years old, so it was in the 60s, I remember going with my family to get hamburgers at a little tiny shack on Long Point Drive, and they had separate bathrooms, one marked colored. I'll take woke. I remember being at Herman Park playing as a kid and being told, don't go to that water fountain over there. You'll catch diseases. That's the colored water fountain. I'll take woke. I went to school with a kid that had childhood polio. He's one of my best friends. Spent his entire middle school years with a steel bar up his back with a brace under his neck. Had to turn his whole body to address you when he spoke to him. He lost the brace in high school and got better, but he would take woke. I had both mumps, chicken pox, and measles as a kid. If my parents had been offered a vaccine back then, I'm sure they would have preferred woke. Woke is not a bad word. Thank you. Goodbye.
Boy, Bruce, thank you for those statements. And you know what? You keep putting your voice out there, all right? Thank you for that, Bruce. That was excellent.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number 1, subscribe to our channel. And number 2, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.